潮玩飛鏢 All About Darts。
OK， 各位聽眾，我哋又嚟到潮玩飛鏢呢個節目，我係你嘅主持Robert，今日有同一齊嘅又係我哋兩位主持James Bond 同埋Peter Scott， 咁我哋亦都有位我哋一位嘉賓就係John McGregor，OK， 咁我而家就會轉入由另外兩位主持去發問問題嘅。Welcome to our show, All About Darts. I'm your host, Robert, and with me, our two regular mentors, James Bond of Darts, and Peter Scott. Today we have our guest, John McGregor, and I would let our host to start up with the questioning co-host, Peter.
John, how about telling the audience a little bit about yourself, how long you've been involved in darts and where you are now, and your contribution to the dart world, which has been extensive over the last 40 years.
Thank you very much, Peter. Yeah, I'm currently living in London, Ontario. Actually, my very first introduction to darts goes back to when I was 5 years of age. I was born in Scotland, and my dad was a dart player. And he played with the London LNER, as it was known, the Railway League. And I remember my first darts were thrown quite early in life. We emigrated to Canada in 1952. And then, of course, life went on. And eventually I got back to playing darts in the 70s. Moved up to Brampton in late 70s, and met up with Ian Collett, who became my best friend. Ian passed away a few years ago. He ran double top darts, and I would help him, and of course Carol Collett, who I think everybody in the dart world knows Carol from her involvement with the NDFC. And that brings me up to move down to London here in the year 2000. Still playing darts at the London District Men's Dart League.
Well, that's really quite a mouthful. Let me just get to our audience before I forget all of this good stuff. 我哋呢位嘉賓呢，就響而家響安省嘅 London 市嗰度住嘅，咁佢由5歲開始已經玩飛鏢噶啦。佢原本係蘇格蘭出生，蘇格蘭人，佢父親就一直都有玩飛鏢。佢喺呢個鐵路嗰度工作，咁於是就入咗啲飛鏢會嗰度。咁到1952年嘅時候，佢就全家嚟咗加拿大。去到70年代嘅時候，佢又去咗Brampton 嗰個地方嗰度去住啦。咁佢就識咗一啲好有名嘅飛鏢手啊，有兩個Ian Collett 同埋佢個太太Caroline。咁就喺2000年嘅時候，佢就搬咗去London 市，即係離開呢度大約向西行2個鐘頭嘅地方嗰度住嘅。And so that really is a quick rundown of your own personal background. And now we're back to Scott, Peter.
Yeah, John, you've left out quite a lot of your dart history. You know, you work for a dart company, and you're heavily involved in the youth sports and so forth. So how about a little bit more on those kind of areas?
Yeah, I got involved again with Carol and Ian in the initial days of starting up the youth league. We started in Brampton Area Youth Dart League. Then within a year or so, I became a vice president of Darts Ontario, in charge of youth development. In our early days, we had not very many youth dart players. But my job afforded me the opportunity to travel extensively throughout Ontario. And each place I went, I would contact adult leagues and those that had children and give them an idea of how to organize youth groups. And when I started, I think probably the first few years we only had maybe 40, maybe 60 kids involved in the actual playoffs for Darts Ontario. By the time I finished all my travels and stepped away from Darts Ontario, we had, because in those days it included Northern Ontario, we had something approaching 5,000 kids in the province playing darts. So I felt very good about that accomplishment. And took various teams, Darts Ontario teams, to championships 1993, 94 through 96. All these marvelous kids that we had. Many of them still playing today. There are names like Brian Phillips that people might recognize, Chris Greenwood, Gary Broomhead, and of course Chris White, who's still playing today at a quite high level. He currently resides in California. Another one your audience might recognize is David Switzer, great young dart player. So those are the kind of people that developed through the youth program, which is very dear to my heart. I sponsor the Dart Award for the senior boy in Darts Ontario. That's one of my personal contributions, and I'm still enjoying youth in London as well. Great body for darts in London.
So a quick question I want to interject was that you mentioned that those days Northern Ontario was included. So at some point it split. Maybe I didn't catch.
Yes, that's right. That's right, Robert. After, and I'm hard pressed to remember the actual year that it happened. Excuse me. But the Northern Ontario developed very, very well as far as their adult program and their youth program. And at one point they said we would like to govern ourselves, and a lot of travel and involved and so on. And so that was granted by Darts Ontario, and the Northern Ontario became a separate entity from, still part of Darts Ontario, but considered as Northern Ontario.
But you have an idea what timing that was back there, just for our
my oh
in
my.
The 1990s.
In the 90s, I would put it in the mid to late 90s.
Okay, mid to late 90s.
Yeah. I'm weak on my history there. You have to forgive me.
That's okay. That's okay. We just want to. We're just nosy, and I'm nosy. I'm trying to find out more, and
sure.
So with some people, but that'd be just an idea. And as a matter of fact, I met Chris White. If I talked to him, he was interviewed earlier.
So. Good.
Okay, so let me just flip my mind just for a second here. 各位我哋嘅嘉賓講到佢個人嘅成績咧，佢就話佢入咗去呢個 Brampton 冇耐之後咧，即係而家係講緊70年代嘅時候一路開始，佢就參加咗呢個 Darts Ontario 咧，就做咗會長。咁跟住咧，佢就去咗去鼓勵一啲青年去參加飛鏢嘅活動。經過佢嘅努力不斷嘅奔走響安省裏頭，去鼓勵青年去參加飛鏢活動，由最初嘅幾十人去到5000人，由1993至96年咧。青年嘅飛鏢活動有咗好大嘅成就，到咗今日都仲有好多人喺度由嗰班人開始玩到而家。咁其中有啲好重要嘅人物，我哋已經訪問過嘅，好似 Chris White 啊，另外一個未訪問過叫 David Switzer。佢提出亦都係講到喺1990年代，亦都係北區嘅青年飛鏢活動嘅組織嘅控制。就由 Darts Ontario 嗰度分支咗出去，分咗俾北邊。Okay, so now I see Bong here just writing very diligently. Bong, do you have a question at all, or do you want Peter to ask questions? Okay, looks like he's still engaged. So, Peter, you're on again.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Tell us, John, you're heavily involved with the youth, and and have a great interest in it, sponsoring the youth and so forth. Tell us about this trophy that you awarded this year.
Yeah, what happened there, Peter and Robert? Carol Collins, as I say, a longtime friend, as in her position as the running the youth for the Nationals, and Ontario. She approached me since the trophies that were being presented had become somewhat dated and worn worn out and so on, and asked if I would like to sponsor one of the trophies. And the one that was dear to my heart was the senior boy trophy, and so I sponsored that. I had a lot to do with the senior boys and working with them and so on, back through the days of Brian Phillips, whom I accompanied took him to England when he won the right to represent Canada as a youth player. That was 1989, I believe, back then, and that was quite an eye opener for all of us, including me, at the level of competition worldwide. When you go to these events, you get pretty well a benchmark as to where you are as far as progress with your developing your youth and the caliber of your youth dart players. Very interesting.
I understand Michael de Groot won it this year. Is that right?
Excuse me, I'd like to interrupt for a second. We're very close to our end of our first segment. Can we continue this right after our message here in a little while?
Good.
Okay, can you hold that thought for a minute? Okay, sure. Thank you. 我哋而家又去到第一節嘅差唔多時間啦。咁或者我哋再喺我哋翻嚟嘅時候，再同我嘅嘉賓講一講，我哋嘉賓講一講佢嘅成績啊、心得啊各樣。OK。
華語電台着數多，
一卡在手冇錯過。
Canadian Chinese Radio Jet to Card Special。
飛鏢運動除強身健體之餘，仲可訓練頭腦，又可認識新朋友。由 Multicultural Dart Association 主辦嘅飛鏢訓練班現已接受報名，享譽國際嘅 Peter Scott 同飛鏢占士邦親自教導，5堂課程包用具，只需50蚊。報名及查詢電話416-496-9633。
Learn to play darts with Peter Scott and James Bong Faldas at Multicultural Darts Association. 5 sessions, equipment included, only $50. Please call 416-496-9633 for further details.
一早卡申請及查詢電話416-496-9633。華語電台着數多，一卡在手冇錯過。
潮玩飛鏢 All About Darts。
Okay, welcome back to the second segment of our show here at All About Darts. I'm your host, Robert, and today we have our guest, John McGregor. And just before we cut over, we were talking about a trophy, a senior boys trophy. Somehow in his name and not in his name, there was some argument about how it is labeled. And let's get Peter to carry on with this question and finish it off first.
The trophy that you donated, John.
Yes.
It's not called the John McGregor Trophy.
No, it's the senior male Darts Ontario champion trophy, and but I did, and it said donated by John McGregor.
Oh, isn't that nice? And who won it this year?
That was Michael de Groot from right here in London, yeah. And Michael is one. They have a terrific youth league here in London, and I pop in every once in a while and talk to the kids and and they're very often into British darts here in London. They pop in. Michael comes in with several of the others, and we talk about their darts, where they are, and they ask me to take a look at their throw and give them some pointers or whatever the case may be if they need it. And just as you fellas do so wonderfully well up in Markham, mentoring to a degree for these young, aspiring, and very enthusiastic young men and women. It's a terrific group.
And actually, when I first took over some material for this interview, I was saying to the effect that that's the first time I've seen, maybe it's just my own experience, somebody who really have a specialty shop, because it says here you work at what they call British Darts and Games. Is that a sporting company?
Yeah, British Darts and Games was a company started some years ago by Jerry and Sandy Smith here in London, and become the British Darts and Games has become the recognized as the largest distributor of darts supplies in Canada. We're wholesalers and supply darts right across the country, and even some offshore. British Darts was sold to another company, Sanders Recreation and Fitness, but we still maintain the name of British Darts, and that's our watchword. Everybody recognizes the name British Darts and Games. Yeah.
So it's not a franchise, and it's doing distribution.
Correct.
Does it do any retailing at all?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, we have 2 stores actually for retail. Here in London, and one in Barrie, Ontario, and supplying everything from we are exclusive on darts such as Target darts and Data Dart. We have all the Bottleson products, the Hammerhead type products as well, and a multitude of others. And we're recognized as a leader in that regard. If you want a particular dart, just let me know.
Yeah, but is it? I just want to know, and maybe our audience, is it a franchise?
No, it's not a franchise,
okay.
Robert. We the Sanders. Has, as I say, the Sanders Recreation and Fitness has the 2 stores, but we do as far as, and Sanders is actually a Brunswick dealer, so they're dealing in retail with respect to the very top end of
billiard,
of bowling, and also pool tables for Brunswick and so on.
Okay, let me cut over for a second here. 各位聽眾，我哋啱同我哋嘉賓講到，就係佢今年呢就捐贈咗一個，即係贊助咗一個獎項出嚟呢，就叫即係其實都係叫青年安省飛鏢嘅獎項嚟嘅。咁即係用佢個名嘅，但係即係佢哋就唔會用佢個名嚟命名，因為佢通常我哋都講啦，通常好多人在生嘅人都唔想將啲嘢命名嘅，咁佢咧就係會話係由佢捐贈出嚟，咁而亦都有一個本地嘅後生仔贏咗今年嘅獎項。咁我哋再同佢講過就係話，我當初睇呢個節目嘅資料嘅時候，佢就講過，佢呢一個係一個叫做英國飛鏢同埋玩具嘅公司，咁即係係一個專門店啦。咁原來同佢講開係一個好十分之唔同嘅，就係因為佢係一個亦都係一個。亦都係一個咩點咧？叫零售啦，有批發有零售。佢哋一共就係唔係呢個唔係一個 franchise 嚟嘅，佢係一個直接管轄嘅商店啦。佢哋喺倫敦有2間，響 Barrie 有1間。咁如果你有咩需要嘅時候咧，咁呢個店鋪咧都可以為你揾到你心儀嘅飛鏢啊、標板啊，或者其他嘅各種嘅玩具嘅。Okay, so now I could see that Bong is now almost ready and expert ready. So why don't we see what Bong has to ask our guests today?
Hello, good evening, John.
Hi, Bong.
I found out that you handed a trophy to Jim Long.
Yes.
in winning the 5th Professional Dart Corporation North American Championship Tour,
did, yep.
even in 2013 in London, Ontario.
Yeah.
And then you handed out another senior male trophy to Michael de Groot.
Yep.
It looks like you are the legend of passing the right trophy or the right ball to the next darts champion. Can you describe it further, John?
But yeah, it's rather an interesting thing. I'm having, you've all heard my background, and also working with the PDC group and through British Darts, that we help sponsor a lot of the trophies. So I was in the enviable position of being able to hand the trophies to people like Jimmy Long. We also, John Part, one of the trophies I presented to him, a number of them that, I get that opportunity. And when the PDC shoots were here in London, it made it all much handier. I just traveled from my home and did the presentation and said hi to all the players. A lot of people are very envious of me because I've gotten to know and meet so many of the top players in the world. Over the years, right from the days of Jockey Wilson and Eric Bristow, went fishing with Jockey back in the day, played Eric, exhibition matches, Cliff Lazarenko, names that certainly you and Peter would recognize, and lots of fun.
OK， 咁其實我哋嘉賓呢就係一個好有利嘅位置啊，因為佢作為一個贊助商，佢成日都有機會見到一啲好高級啊，好入流嘅高手啊，佢多數都會將呢啲獎項係頒發嘅，咁變咗呢，佢響呢幾廿年之內，佢係認識不少嘅飛鏢手嘅高手嘅，咁亦都係喺我哋兩位主持之中，亦都有一種共識，就係覺得佢好幸運啦，係咪？亦都係有機會識到呢一啲咁猛嘅高手嘅。Okay, now back to Peter.
Yeah, you played the top players in the world, and you know most of the top players in the world. And one of the things that I would like to know is, was there anything which distinguished these people from the average dart player or the competitive dart player?
Yeah, I think so. In their actual play, Peter, and you'll recognize this as will Bong, is this marvelous ability to focus, absolute concentration, no matter what's going on around them. That is the hallmark, I believe, of these top fellas. They're able to really concentrate, and at the same time, their mechanics are so excellent that they can often just rely on that actual mechanical throw of theirs to put them there without getting the jitters, as we see in so many of our amateur players. They, as you and I have talked, when they're trying to go for a double, all of a sudden tense up and they miss it by a country mile when they've been playing actually quite well. So that's the type of thing I think differentiates the pro. Another little thing, but it's actually really is. I shouldn't refer to it as little. When they step to the line, they're always in the same position. Absolutely marvelous to watch that. A lot of us, when we watch the darts on TV, we are looking at the scores and marveling. That's wonderful, but it's the consistency, and the consistency starts when they step to the line, and they're always in the same spot when they go to throw. And that's where the consistency, I believe, starts.
OK， 咁其實我哋嘉賓被問到一個問題就係佢覺得睇見咁多高手，識咁多高手，有啲乜嘢睇到出嚟呢？咁啊 Peter 問佢啊，佢話最主要咧都係精神集中啦，同埋佢哋嗰啲掟嘢嘅手法啊，係十分之有水準，同埋十分之均衡嘅，即係每一次都有同樣嘅可以重複到嘅手勢。咁仲有佢哋踏響嗰條界線嗰度啊，甚至冇 都係十分之清晰，每一次都係同一個位置嘅。咁佢覺得呢一啲呢，就係嗰啲所謂高手，佢哋與別人不同之處啦。嗱，講到呢度呢，我哋嘅時間去第二節呢，又差唔多啦。一陣間我哋響第三節翻嚟嘅時候，我哋再同大家講一講佢對其他各方面有咩心得啊，有咩其他嘅見到嘅見聞啊，我哋再同大家分享嘅。好，我哋一陣間翻嚟再同大家再見面。
華語電台着數多，
一卡在手冇錯過。
Canadian Chinese Radio Jet to Card Special。
飛鏢運動除強身健體之餘，仲可訓練頭腦，又可認識新朋友。由 Multicultural Dart Association 主辦嘅飛鏢訓練班現已接受報名，享譽國際嘅 Peter Scott 同飛鏢占士邦親自教導，5堂課程包用具，只需50蚊。報名及查詢電話416-496-9633。
Learn to play darts with Peter Scott and James Bong Faldas at Multicultural Darts Association. 5 sessions, equipment included, only $50. Please call 416-496-9633 for further details.
一早卡申請及查詢電話416-496-9633。華語電台着數多，一卡在手冇錯過。
潮玩飛鏢 All About Darts。
Okay, welcome back to our third segment. In this segment, we'll continue with our guest, John McGregor, and he's going to tell us more about his adventures, apparently. And I would let Peter to lead off and lead you into the story. Peter.
I'll move over to Bong. He has a question he was interested in asking John.
John, you are the only darts players that has a lifetime membership in Zimbabwe, Rhodesia. Can you explain it to the radio listeners, please?
Yes, I will. Be happy to. It's rather a funny story. We were hosting the Canada Cup and the World the Championship here in Canada a number of years ago, and I was the Vice President of Darts Ontario. And they asked each of us to look after the needs of a particular team as the host country. And I was awarded the team from Northern Ireland. And then very close to all the teams arriving, a number of our volunteers, unfortunately, left us. And so we had several teams not looked after. So they asked me to take on a couple more, and I took on the team from Japan and the team from Zimbabwe. I was able to tour these fellows around and show them Niagara Falls and so on, all the delights of Ontario. And even though there was language barriers, it didn't matter. We all had a common theme. We were all dart players and just had a marvelous, marvelous time. At the end of it, as their host, the teams very kindly stepped forward, and the team from Northern Ireland gave me a beautiful large bottle of Irish whiskey, which is absolutely delightful. The team from Japan had taken a multitude of photographs and presented me with an album of pictures of all the players and the things they'd done, Niagara Falls, and the fun we had. And the team from Zimbabwe bestowed upon me the honor of a lifetime membership in their darts association. So that's one of those unique things that happens in the world of darts.
So you just get on the back of a piece of napkin that we hereby now give John a lifetime membership and signed by the team head? Actually,
they had brought this with them with the intentions of there's the actual membership form itself, lifetime membership form, and whoever was going to host them, that was their intent to bestow this honor, and so now I have it.
Wow, that would be quite a bit of money too, if you were to become a lifetime member of something. Usually easily a few $100, yeah.
Well, yeah, and I'm also was honored by the London District Men's Dart League here where I live. They also made me a lifetime member. I think everybody thinks I'm going to die or something.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, 咁我哋呢位貴賓呢，佢有一啲同我哋以前訪問過貴賓有絕對唔同嘅。就係佢係一個一生嘅會員嚟嘅，係羅德西亞前羅德西亞而家叫善巴會。點解佢係一個一生終生會員咧？有會籍咧？就係有一個故仔嘅。咁好多年前有一個加拿大杯咧，就由佢俾呢個 Darts Ontario 去主辦，而佢就係嗰陣時嘅副主席啦，咁佢哋就有一啲需要去即係照顧一啲外嚟嘅隊啦，每一個人都有一個隊俾佢做呢個幫手嘅。咁就因為北愛爾蘭係佢原本 assign 咗嘅隊，咁亦都係有一個日本因為有啲志願者咧就臨時咧劈炮啊。咁即係唔做，咁即係話就結果佢又攬埋上身嘅就係日本隊啦，同埋以前羅德西亞而家叫善巴會呢個隊，咁佢嘅責任就係要睇住佢哋，幫佢哋有咩需要解決啦，咁佢又帶咗佢哋周圍睇嘢啊，或者係做其他嘢啊。咁到咗最後咁個愛爾蘭隊送一樽好大愛爾蘭威士忌俾佢，日本隊送咗一個好靚嘅相簿啊，裏頭佢哋響呢度參加呢個比賽嘅所有相片啦。而呢個 Zimbabwe 咧就俾咗一個終生會員獎俾佢，飛鏢會員獎俾佢，即係嘅證書俾佢，佢哋帶埋嚟嘅，其實都已經咁，即係呢一個咧好特別，因為邊個會無端端佢會做一個終生會員咧飛鏢，係咪 ？That's all very interesting, and now we're back to Peter.
John, I can't let you go with all your years of experience of teaching and playing darts without trying to share some of your knowledge with our listeners.
Sure.
Okay.
Be happy to.
Yeah, you mentioned two things which were very, very insightful. First of all, the focus that the professionals had when they went on the line, and the mechanics of their throw being identical, and the consistency of their throw.
Exactly.
Now, this does not come without practice. This does not come without training. So if there was somebody who's having trouble with their throw, or the youths, or a first-time dart player, what are the basic principles that you would try to get into them at an early age so that they could progress through the dart world without running into problems?
I think when I have a youth or a young party that comes to the line for the first time, and they obviously want to learn, first things I talk to them about is about doing things that are natural. How do we stand? All right, we stand up straight. We don't have to lean, putting our shoulders pointing well below the target. We have to put ourselves in a position relative to the dartboard, what I refer to as being focused or targeted on the dartboard by positioning your foot in such a place, not a mark on the floor, but in relationship to the board itself. For me, for my stature, I stand at 5'8". When I approach the board, I point my toes straight at the 7/19 split. This is just for me now at my stature. Then I turn and angle my foot just ever so slightly. I'm not fully across the line, but angled to the oki. This puts the inside of my shoulder right in the middle of the board. I'm now equidistant to all parts of the board. I don't have to have a different throw for the left side of the board than I do for the right, as far as my actual mechanics are concerned. And I think that's a very, very important thing to get people being consistent. One of the things that I find happens, and you may find this too, Peter and Bong, when kids come and they have a set of darts, it belonged to their dad or it belonged to their grandfather, which is all well and good and extremely sentimental and marvelous and history, and that's great. But the dart does not suit the particular person. Also, by being an older dart, it has become worn. And since it's worn, they're not able to grip it lightly. They have to grip it so tight that they do not release cleanly, resulting in all sorts of problems. So that's kind of some of the basic things that I look at right away, and then I have them throw, and I talk to them about. There's something I use. I have a ping pong ball there. People look and say, "Why do you have a ping pong ball?" Well, a lot of people should not have a pointed object in their hand, is my reply. In any case, when I hand them a ping pong ball and ask them to play catch with me, the arm comes up nice and high, and they actually make a good throwing movement. When we then hand them a dart, the arm comes down and the dart is pointed down, and so they're actually pushing the dart rather than actually throwing it, which is a natural thing to do. So that's where I try to focus first of all with new players.
Well, that's all very very good. I think we need to explain this to people here in the other language. 各位啱啱我諗有啲都聽到我呢位嘉賓講咩，就係當初 Peter 問佢點解仲有其他咩心得可以俾我哋，因為嗰啲所謂嘅職業飛鏢手都係有啲集中啊，嗰啲手勢啊嘅問題。咁有啲如果係後生嘅，佢哋一共即係有啲咩可以俾到佢哋咧？尤其是第一次嘅。咁佢就講佢個人咧就覺得最重要嘅咧就唔係一定係嗰條界嗰度，係而係你個感覺上邊同埋你等你腳趾喺邊個位置，佢個人就7同19之間中間全部嘅位置都係好集中嘅。咁仲有咧，佢話有好多後生嘅咧，嗰啲飛鏢咧都係啲老人家等落嚟，即係阿爺阿爸啊咁俾佢。雖然係好有紀念性，但係咧，因為嗰啲舊嘅飛鏢咧，佢咧就係有一個已經係損耗咗啦。咁佢拎嘅時候咧，就會拎得唔好啊！即係咧，佢就唔可以放嘅時候放得好舒服，放得好清晰。咁仲有一樣嘢佢講咧，就係用個乒乓波，用個乒乓波嚟掟嚟訓練，因為佢覺得如果用乒乓波嚟掟嚟訓練嘅時候咧，你個動作咧就比較會純熟一啲，即係會舒服一啲，就唔會即係夾硬去催局呢個問題嘅。好啦，咁呢一個佢自己解釋咧，亦都係好寶貴。咁我哋嚟到呢度咧，又係差唔多去到第3節嘅完嘅時候啦。咁我哋一陣間又要唞一唞，再翻嚟嘅時候，再同大家講一講佢仲有其他嘅咩嘢，同埋邦亦都會講一講而最近有咩新嘅飛鏢活動。咁 Okay, I think we almost at the end of the third segment as well. So when we come back, we will talk a little bit more to our guests and find out what we can get out of him, like this previous hint and tips on how to position yourself and dealing with old darts and ping pong was all very, very interesting. We will talk a little bit more as soon as we come back. So at this moment, we will switch away and we will come back and talk to you more about darts.
Go ahead.
華語電台着數多，
一卡在手冇錯過。
Canadian Chinese Radio Jet to Card Special。
飛鏢運動除強身健體之餘，仲可訓練頭腦，又可認識新朋友。由 Multicultural Dart Association 主辦嘅飛鏢訓練班現已接受報名。享譽國際嘅 Peter Scott 同飛鏢占士邦親自教導，5堂課程包用具，只需50蚊。報名及查詢電話416-496-9633。
Learn to play darts with Peter Scott and James Bong Faldas at Multicultural Darts Association. 5 sessions, equipment included, only $50. Please call 416-496-9633 for further details.
一早卡申請及查詢電話416-496-9633，華語電台着數吧，一卡仔走冇錯過。
潮玩飛鏢 All About Darts。
各位聽眾，歡迎你翻到嚟潮玩飛鏢，我係你嘅主持 Robert。喺呢度，我哋今日有嘉賓John McGregor 同埋我哋兩位副主持邦邦同埋 Peter Scott。Okay, now let's get on with the final segment of the show. Peter, your question?
Yeah, it's interesting. You covered the mechanics of the throw, and that was very interesting to our audience, John. How about the maths and the mental aspect?
Yeah, that's so important for anyone to progress really and truly in this game. They have to have an understanding of the math involved. How do we get there? When I'm training very young kids, even into the older ones, what I would do is take a number of finishes from 100 down and pick 3 to 5 of them and say, memorize those, and when I see you next week, I want to hear them from you. And then each week we would give them new ones, and they would build that through memorization. The important thing is, of course, when you step to the line and you have an errant dart or whatever, if you have the ability and know the numbers, know the math, you don't hesitate. People that unfortunately have to hesitate, think it through, and so on, they lose their focus. And when you lose your focus, you lose your game. It's as simple as that. It's simple, and maintaining focus and keeping something I'd said earlier, and I wanted just to quickly go back to that, is when you're going for your double and you want to be maintain the same mechanics. Back in the 1960s, the Germans, when training their Olympic athletes, gave them visualization. They gave them trigger words, and it's that I use with people. I say, now, the dart player, your professional dart player, is not using muscle to put the dart into the board. They're not trying to thump it in there. They're incredibly smooth. So what I want you to do when just before releasing your dart is to think a trigger word and use the word smooth and smooth the dart into the target. And you'll find an enormous difference right away because you're not hesitating and you're simply going to smooth the dart in. And if you know your numbers, you're even better because you don't have to stop and lose your focus.
That's almost hypnotic. That's really good. Okay, so let me just do a very quick explanation. 最大嘅問題係一個數學嘅問題啦，同埋一個集中嘅問題。咁如果你嘅數學好嘅時候，你就唔會損失你嘅集中力啦，你就會計到你條數。喺100之下，佢通常都叫人哋自己訓練拆解咗嗰啲數學嘅飛鏢嘅數字嘅投標嘅方法。咁另外一個就係掟嘅時候咧，一定要集中一啲精神，然之後自己好似催眠咁樣話自己，即係佢要用個 word smooth 即係好圓滑咁嘅意思。咁你就唔會夾硬即係將個力度拱落去個飛鏢度，而唔係好滑好方便咁樣將個飛鏢放出嚟。Okay, maybe the last question, Peter.
Generally, the mental toughness also comes from attending tournaments. How many tournaments should these young people attend?
I like to see them get into tournaments right away, even right at the starting, right from the starting gate, when they haven't learned a great deal. As soon as you go into a tournament, they'll start to see what others are doing and their peers, and they will learn very, very quickly. They also are being asked to chalk in these tournaments, and that's so important. If you chalk for good players, you will start to learn the outs as well. The good players know them. You follow that by simply chalking them, and you're writing them down.
one of the things that I teach new players, that have never played before, is on the second appearance, at the school here, I have them playing 101 against each other with straight in and straight out.
Marvelous.
And so it's an introduction right then at the beginning, and it becomes part of their dark world without being anything special, and takes a lot of pressure off them.
I like that, Peter. Yeah, because we don't want this to be a game of pressure for them. We want to be able to relax, do things that are natural, know their math, and be smooth at the line. I think that was one of Bong's other nicknames. They called him Smooth.
Oh, okay. I thought smooth is with the ladies there.
It was with the ladies, yes.
OK， 咁其實最後講到呢個問題就係究竟後生仔新學飛鏢嘅要去玩幾多個錦標賽呢？咁其實冇標準嘅，最緊要係時時去參加啦。咁同埋參加嘅時候要睇下人哋其他啲人，要睇下人哋從中吸取經驗。咁呢一個亦都係最好嘅。咁講到呢度，我哋嘅時間同我哋嘅嘉賓又差唔多啦，因為咧我哋要去翻呢個其他活動嘅宣佈。咁well, we are coming to the end of this segment for our guests, and we like to, before we get onto the activity, to say goodbye to our audience, or to have John do that. So, John?
Yes, and thank you very much for having me. I very, very much enjoyed it, and I would like to encourage your listeners, as Bong would say, Shiwan Fei-Bill. Keep listening.
Okay, well, that's really, really good.
Thank you very much, John.
Yeah, thank you. So,
you're welcome. Thank
we'll
you.
talk to you later.
Thank you, John.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so now it's Bong's time to give us the activities.
Congratulations to the winner of the 2015 Championship Darts Circuit. Weekend number 1 in Ohio, USA. Main event number 1, Saturday, May 30. Last May 30. John Part, winner. Main event number 2, Sunday, May 31st. Larry Butler. Event venue at the Moose Lodge 1645. Number 2110 is Central Avenue, Miamisburg, Ohio. Championship Darts Corporation's Championship Darts Circuit is showcasing the top talent in North America, steel tip darts. The road starts here to the quest for the cup, and it's $10,000 prize money. Championship Darts Corporation is composed of Anthony Eugenia, Peter Cetera, L. David Irit. Website www.champdarts.com。
我哋要恭喜嗰啲2015年 Championship Darts Circuit 嗰個冠軍嘅嗰啲冠軍嘅，咁佢哋第一個 weekend 咧就響呢個俄州嘅 Ohio USA 嗰度玩，就係禮拜六5月30號，就嗰個冠軍就係叫 John Part。第二個 event 喺禮拜日5月31號。就係一個叫 Larry Butler 嘅贏咗，咁嗰個當時咧就係響呢個 Moose Lodge 1645號嗰度，響呢個 Miamisburg 嘅 Ohio 嗰度玩嘅，咁呢個 Championship Dart Corp 嘅circuit 咧係佢係利用俾大家睇到北美洲嘅最好嘅成績嘅標手啦嚇，咁。佢亦都有一個1萬蚊嘅獎項嘅，咁佢哋有3位嘅主持喺呢個 Championship Darts 嗰度，一個係Anthony 啦、Peter 啦同埋 David 嘅，咁佢哋嗰個 website 就係3W champdarts.com。
Ontario Open 5,000 plus guaranteed. Ontario and National Ranked Dart Tournament. June 13th, men's singles. Registration closes at 12:30 p.m. Matches start at 1 p.m. Entry fee is $25 per player. Ladies singles. Registration closes at 1 p.m. Matches start at 1:30 p.m. Entry fee is $25 per player. Drawn doubles. Registration closes at 7 o'clock p.m. Matches start at 7:30 p.m. Entry fee is $15 per player. All of these events are on Saturday. Men's doubles on Sunday starts at 10 a.m., $30 per team. Ladies doubles starts at 10:30 a.m. and $30 per team. Playing venue is at Holiday Inn Conference Center, located at 327 Ontario Street, St. Catharines, Ontario. Ontario Open Darts Tournament.
呢個安省公開比賽呢，就有5000幾蚊嘅一定嘅獎金嘅。咁呢一個係安省同埋大家呢個國家隊排名嘅比賽，就係6月13至14號嗰啲男士嘅 single 呢，單人呢，就註冊呢，就係12點半。開始就係1點鐘，25蚊一位。女士嘅呢，就係亦都係1點鐘註冊停止，1點半鐘開始。咁亦都係25蚊一位。至於double 呢，就drawn double 呢，就係呢個報名就係截止7點鐘。由7點半開始進行比賽，15蚊一位。咁以上都係禮拜日嘅，咁禮拜六嘅，對唔住。男士嘅 double 呢，就係10點鐘30蚊一位，女士嘅 double 呢，就係10點半開始就30蚊一位。咁響邊度玩呢？就係響呢個Holiday Inn Conference Centre。327 Ontario Street, St. Catharines, Ontario 嘅。咁咧，我哋嚟到呢度咧又差唔多啦。So I think we almost get to the end of the program, and we're gonna end this program here. Appreciate everybody coming back to listen to our program, and I'm your host Robert, and with me is Bong, James Bond, and Peter Scott saying goodbye to everybody.
Goodbye and good night.
Tijuan Fabiu.
Okay, we get
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you 各位，我哋又一次同大家講再會，下一次再見，拜拜，再見，拜拜，再見，拜拜，再見，拜拜，再見，拜拜，再見，拜拜。